This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Savannah Marshall, great to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Steve. I'm really good.
Looking well? You glad to be back up, are you? You do screw up well, Savannah.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's to be honest, I was just saying there, it's been my first show watching since January.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Last time we saw you in the flesh was obviously at the O2. Do you reflect on that much, about just how much of a historic occasion it was, before even looking at the fight?
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I got given a promo video and when I watch it I just think, wow, it's breathtaking. Even like just being part of it, but I think, God, just being there watching it and the amount of support from the North East, Hartlepool, it was just unreal. When my friends went and I was like, oh, what was the night like? And she was like, oh, it was just like a massive night out for the whole of Hartlepool.
The press corps, it was one row of just full North East media. You had Stewie Hall down there commentating for Radio Tees. There was us. You took half Hartlepool down, didn't you?
No, it was unbelievable.
Can I ask, have you watched it back? Have you reflected on it? Have you looked at where things went right, where things could have been better? This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted to be joined in Newcastle again, George Groves. You're getting the habit of coming up here.
Yeah, I am, Steve. Good to be with you on the show. CBD, yeah. Which one? Supreme CBD.
Yeah, Mr. Fowler.
Oh, it's Fowler's here. How's it? Any good? Have you tried it?
Yes.
Yeah.
We get lots of freebies, George.
Lots of freebies you had any tonight. Is it good? Recommend it?
Of course, yeah. The gummies.
The gummies.
Super strength gummy. Mr. Fowler's in there somewhere if you want to get some.
What's a gummy? Is that like literally a gummy bear, or is it your gum shield?
It's a little gummy bear.
Oh, right.
Extra strength.
Put some CBD on the gum shield for sparring. I don't know how it works.
I'm not a boxer, George. Can't you tell?
There we go.
First of all, how are you?
I'm perfect. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm enjoying being up in Newcastle, covering the fight, Channel 5, Josh Kelly versus Troy Williamson. Brilliant fight from Josh Kelly. Good for him.
Did you expect it to be closer than that beforehand, George?
No, I did. I thought Williamson would get to him, but to be honest, Williamson was just a little bit too slow tonight. The feet were a bit too slow. The combination was a bit too slow. Didn't really have much variety in his attacks, and Kelly just stuck to his game plan really well. Kept his confidence up. Stayed in full control, cruise control almost, and brilliant for him.
We all expected the tank to empty after 6 or 7 rounds, as has been the case with Josh Kelly. What do you think was the difference tonight for Josh Kelly?
Well, Williamson wasn't putting on the right sort of pressure that was getting him to empty the tank, Kelly, you know what I mean? So it's totally different from the Avanesian fight where Kelly was, he won the first half of the fight, landed some big shots. It wasn't even the first half of the first few rounds, but he was made to work really hard for that. There are loads of fights out there where the guy might be up on the card to start with, but they're working a little bit too hard, and you think that they might get caught up a bit later. But tonight, Kelly was sort of he didn't really have to come out of that cruise comfort zone. In the end, he was able to fight off the front foot, in range, bent arm shots. That he almost had was more success close up, where you would expect Williamson's strengths to lie. But actually, Kelly, proved well. Punched after him, punched through him. It was a really good display.
Gavinish in defeat. He's kind of put that wrong right here. How far do you think he can go, George?
Yeah, without like off the cuff, I haven't got the list of the guys in front of him in his division right now. I think he needs a little bit more bedding in. To be honest, it was a good showing for him tonight, and he would learn a lot from that. But it might take a couple of months for those experiences that he's gone through tonight, and the camp and the occasion and the build-up and everything else to sort of bed in and then to make him a better fighter. So I like to see him out again, in the new year. Have a few weeks, I should say, off, and then back in the gym, back maybe March. But he's still got to be in a tough fight because it won't suit him well not needing to be switched on and concentrated.
Quick word on Lyndon Arthur's performance.
Brilliant. I mean, Joel McIntyre, who's been a great servant to the sport, really good, tough fighter. But he's come back from retirement. His best days are behind Joel, and he's just got caught with a really, really good, well-timed right hand from Lyndon Arthur. And Lyndon Arthur showed tonight that he's calm and composed and a really good finisher. So he didn't get erratic. He's done it with class. I always like that. I like when people put the shots together well. Sad for Joel, because I like Joel, to bring him in for sparring. But congratulations, Lyndon Arthur. I think he's back. His name's sort of back in the mix now in that light heavyweight scene where you've got so many great fighters. You know, Joshua Buatsi, Callum Smith, Callum Johnson, Craig Richards, Anthony Yard. It's just a domestic scene.
Good choice, aren't we? Yeah. George, tomorrow, Fury Chisora. Last time we spoke, you said get your tickets, book your hotels. Are you excited?
Did I say that? Yeah.
You did, yeah. Okay. That was in Bolton, I think it was.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I don't know. I was plugging that one so hard that week, but yeah. Yeah, if you haven't got your tickets or your hotels, then get your tickets and hotels. They sold 50,000 in the first hour. I don't know if they sold any more, but it's the trilogy fight that we all want to see. Can't wait.
Is it going to be what we all think? Fury's going to end it when he wants to?
I think so. Well, maybe not when he wants to, but I think I was asked to pick this week, and I said Fury late. I think Fury can stop Chisora, but they might not. You know, he might not put his foot on the gas to get rid of him. Chisora might not be as live or as up for it as, say, Dillian Whyte was. But also he's tougher and he's a little bit more experienced. He might not walk onto the same shot that Dillian Whyte did. So, yeah, I can't see Fury losing. I think if he does, it would be a massive, massive upset. Probably where Fury hasn't switched on or just been on it for this camp. But I don't think he's that sort of fighter anymore. I don't think he's that sort of person. I don't know Fury that well. You know, we used to be on squad together when we were like teenagers, but I haven't mixed with him since he's been a pro. But people I know, and to be the man, you've got to keep winning, you've got to be the champion, can't afford any slip-ups. So I think, yeah, tomorrow night, tough Fury win.
And if he gets through, George, Usyk for undisputed, just very quickly, who wins that one in your opinion?
Oh, you've asked me the question that I have the unpopular opinion on. I'm such an Usyk fan. I don't know if he is big enough to challenge Fury, if Fury's really on it and up for it. But when it comes to ability, Usyk's the best heavyweight in the world by a country mile, in my opinion. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd just go Usyk, because I'm an Usyk fanboy.
Last one, George. You've been cracking a little podcast you've got going there, mate.
Yes, if you've managed to listen right to the end of me waffling on this interview, brilliant. Kudos to you. And then you must tune into the George Groves Boxing Club podcast, which is my weekly podcast that goes out everywhere you get your podcast. We get boxing-related people to come on and give us a boxing-related discussion, a deep discussion sometimes, into everything you need to know about boxing. We've had fighters on, ex-fighters. We've had managers, promoters, trainers, lawyers, talking about contracts, sparring gloves, pad work, this, that, the other. You know, lots of big names coming. We've had my old punch bag, Carl Frotch on. He was good fun. Gave us some really good sound bites. So yeah, no, get involved. We've got some good ones. I think this week we've had Ellie Scotney, Pocket Rocket, Ellie Scotney, the Cockney Rebel. So yeah, she's a brilliant fighter. She's fighting for a world title soon. Johnny Nelson's out next week, and many more in the pipeline to come.
Brilliant, George. I'll let you dash. I'll let you go and get the Newcastle nightlife under your belt.
Oh no! I'm straight to bed, getting home. First thing in the morning, flight, got the kids' school Christmas fair. That's what it's all about now. It's Christmas. No, we get up early. We maybe a mulled wine. My mate's on the mulled wine store. He might sort me out. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get stuck in and do all the odd jobs that I don't actually really want to do. But you got to show face, show willing. You know, why not?
Good lad, George. Safe journey home, man. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Is that all right? Yeah.
That's brilliant.